In the last video, we have seen how to create a JWT token and all the validations for the login and the authentication. Now we are going to see how to create an user. That means how can we create for the sign up request and processing the sign up request. So in the second video, I think third video, we have created this sign up controller. So using the sign up controller, the user can able to register themselves. So we are going to create a one. What method which is used for this sign up process. So I'm just copy this thing and we will change accordingly based on our request. So this has to be okay, so this has to be written either bad request and otherwise it has to be okay. So this has to be API/sign up user. Okay, so I will work in on this. So I will send this as response here. We will define later. So here I think instead of this login request, I can have this hash map. We can create some project classes also, but it's enough. And sign up request. Okay. Okay, so everything is okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I will send this data to the service class user service. So in the user service I will sign up user sign up user. Okay, so again it will have a hash map data because it will have a name, email, password and all the other things. So okay, so meanwhile we need to send the error. That means if the email is already exist, that means if the email or mobile is exist, we will send the error. Okay, so we need to implement this method in the implementation class. So I will just hover. Yes, it's good. So I will access this model class, user model, which we created set name so this name and user dot set email and user dot set mobile, because mobile is the basic thing here. So mobile, and then we need to check the database, I think so. 1 second. So what are the fields? Email, yeah, password is very important. This will be login token type address, email, verified mobile. Okay, I think name, email, mobile and password. So dot password. Okay, now we will store it as a plain text. We will change in later, I think so, or is we can. So I will change now. So here it's password, correct, and here mobile, here email. Okay, so here I need to save this user. Okay, before that I need to check whether the user is available or not. If the user is available, I need to send the error. Okay, so using of user repo, user repository. I will find by mobile. Mobile is the primary key, so sign up request get mobile is present. That means if the user is available, no exception, user mobile user is already registered with mobile number. Okay, just for the safer side, I will have a try with catch, just for the general exception, not more than that. Just have a, so once it's stored, I will return the data. Okay, so everything is good. User is already registered with the mobile number. Okay, so everything will be created. So this is the sign up user and the validations will be done. So sign up user is the method which we need to call from here. Okay, before that we need to auto this user service in the sign up method. Yes, user service dot sign up user. So here I will pass this sign up request. So validation. Okay, so validation has to for the client request. Okay, now I'm just declaring this method, just not more than API sign up user. So when the request is coming here, I'm just calling this thing, and if there is any error, it will send the data. Sign up user, service, sign up user, it will come here, and name, email, mobile, password, if it is there, if it is request. Okay, so this is the basic thing. I will just run the server. Just postman, just close this. I will just copy this method. I will change and rename as user. Okay, so here it has to be something like what is this? API sign up. Okay, and then the parameter has to be 4 parameters: email, password, name, and we have to validate, but due to the time thing, I just it has to be something like raw data. Email, password, and then mobile. Okay, so these are the basic thing. Test1 at gmail.com. Password will be some random numbers, 789465123 from the keyboard actually. Okay, so the servicing, I think it's already started. I will just give the request. Yes. I need to send some data because I'm just returning the empty JSON response. So I will just send the entire JSON data. Yes, it has to be something like correct? Yes, okay. So I think no need to use this JSON. Okay, I will restart the server. Restarting the server is restarting. Yeah, it's restarted. So if I give the request again with the same parameters, it will give the error. Yes, use your mobile number. So I will just do for constant violation. I think email is the primary key. Yes, correct. So I need to check test@gmail.com. Yes. So now we get all the data while sign up. Okay. So this is the best thing. I think along with this we need to send the token, JSON token. So okay. Let's see if the token is okay. So it will be generated automatically. So the sign up is completed. Now we will do this add to cart all these programs. That means now login and sign up is completed. So yeah, completed. If the user is available, the user is extra, it will throw the error. We will, if you want, we can check it also. And again, yes, sorry, remember. Okay. So we need to validate this email also, correct? Find by email, I think. Sometimes it will throw the error. Yes, we could have removed this email. Yes, I'm checking. Nothing about that. Yes. Now only validation is the email. So, sorry, mobile number. So we give again. So use the mobile number. So I'm just using this mobile as a primary key because most of the e-commerce sites using mobile is their validations. This means for login. Yeah, we can also use email also, but here I'm using this mobile alone. So if I'm trying with multiple emails with a different mobile, it will allow to the sign up. For checking purposes, I'm just going the content. I'm just refreshing this table. Yes, it will have a same email, but the mobile has to be different. Otherwise, it will show the error. Okay. So this is the thing. So I think we can able to log in with this mobile number. Okay. 123456 is the password. Login user. There is no nothing. I think I didn't save in the previous video. Okay, no problem. Mobile. Password. Okay. So this thing just I'm trying. I will get that. Yeah, I got the data. So 6. Yeah, 6. So just trying with an some other password something to throw the error. Okay. So yeah, it's working fine. Both login and sign up is completed. Now we are going to implement the add to cart and all the other methods. So now the sign up is completed. Now the cart is nothing but user can able to that means add their items what they want in the cart. So these are the default methods we need to create. That means add cart by user ID and also dish ID or the product ID. Yes, it should not be dish. It has to be product. So DUCT product ID and get cart by user ID. That means using the user ID we have to fetch all the carts. Remove cart, remove product, remove cart or by user ID, checkout cart. This is the final process. So these are the methods we need to create for our this project. So I will first we need to create a one service class. In the service method, the service package, we need to create a inside the service we need to create a cart services, cart services, service is enough. Okay, so first I need to create a class which is called cart service. I think it has to be something like cart, it should not be something else. Okay, cart service class is there. It has class interface has to be cart service. Oh sorry, it has to be IMPL. Can be interface, yes. IMPL can be created here itself. Yeah, we don't want to create some other different things. We'll create here itself. IMPL superclass implement oh my god, sorry guys, I did a little mistake. Okay, so in this card service we need to have a define all these methods. So add card by ID, so this has to be card, this card class has to be created here. So this model class, model, yeah. So I think it's already there. Yes, that's good. It will return here. So user can have multiple add to cart, so it has to be in the list. And this thing also will have a get cart by user ID, so this has to be on user ID. And this also remove cart by user ID. This has to be long cart ID along with the user ID. Okay. Checkout, this has to be different later. So excuse me. So get cart by user ID. Why show error? Okay. Cart services, add to cart, remove cart by ID, add to cart, and so this has to be something like long product ID, because while adding the product we need it should have a product ID along with the user ID. Okay, these two things is very mandatory for this thing. So okay, so now we are going to implement these methods in our cart services. Yeah, it's there. By the way, we need to create a repository which will do all the database operations. So here the repository, yes, I have a add to cart repository. Yep. So as I told, it has to be add a cart by product with user ID, remove cart by user ID and cart ID, and get cart by user id. Okay, so this is the first default method we need to create. Okay, so add carts. For add card we need to save, right? So it has to be there. Okay, this has to be done in no problem. So remove cart we can done by here only. So get card by user id, so it has to be I think for for removing this thing we need some update, some annotation, updation and transactional. Once again, I think it needs something more. Once again, so I have to verify. I will just reference my project once again. So this is for deleting. For updating, I think it will look for listener problem. For update. Yeah, modifying transactional. Okay. For param, yes, this has to be. Yes, okay, no problem. So from add to cart. User ID. By the way, we need to check the user ID is correct or not. Yeah, it doesn't have this user ID. So we need to create a user ID here. Always. So this add to cart table also should have this user ID. I think correct. It doesn't have this user ID. Yeah. We need to create this user ID in this table also. So user ID 20. So it has to be related with foreign key, but now I don't have time, so I will just have this user ID without any relationship. Okay, so I will create a getter setters. Okay, so this user ID has to be okay. So this will delete all cart by user ID. I think this is we are not using often, just created. Okay, so this is get cart by user ID. So what I'm gonna do is for selecting we don't need any process, so just add cart where data user ID. So we are selecting cards from using user ID. Okay, so then this add card, this will be done there itself in the service class itself. So remove card by user ID. So this thing has to be add with little more on where condition. Delete card by ID and user ID. So here I am having this user ID along with that I am creating one cart ID. user id and d dot so I need to check add to cart id. Yeah, it's id only. Okay, so this d has to be changed with okay, delete from add to cart where add to cart dot id and cart id. So this has to be both user id and cart id has to be made, then only it will delete all the data. Okay, so then this add to cart validations, this add to cart services, add to cart impl class. So impl, yes, add cart by user id and product id, get cart by add cart by user id. So product id and I think it should have a parameter like quantity also, right? Yes, it needs some quantity also. So quantity has to be integer or decimal. I will have an integer. So this has to be validated in add in this also. So this return can be done using of user ID itself, right? So it will also throw an exception if the product is already added. Yes. Okay, so first I will add to cart object equal to new add to cart. So it has to be the AutoWare has to be add to cart repo. Add cart repo. This has to be import. Yes. So object dot set added, it will be automatically there. Set price will be set quantity dot set user id object dot set product id and product id. So I think price also has to be there. So it has to be double price. So this thing also should add with the service here. Okay, now this has to be save object. Yes, okay. So before that we should check this product is already added or not with the user, because if it is added we have to show the error. Anyway, just for a precaution we are having one exception also. Okay, so if it is any error it will show the exception. Okay, meanwhile we need to check find by id. Let That means we need to check whether this product is already added against with the user ID. So we need to check. So it has to be only once, correct? So there is no need to have a list. So it has to be optional. So it will optional get cart by product ID and user ID. So it should have a BUCT product ID, user ID, and it has to be added also here. Record of product, I think so, but I will check here now. Record product ID. Is the repo? So okay. So get cart by product and user ID. So in the cart service IMPL has to be product ID along with the user ID. If present, it has to be show the error, right? Otherwise it won't be an error. Is present. So no exception. Product is already exists. Okay. So and also here we need to do price has to check with the quantity. That means if, for example, if a product price is for one quantity, it will be around 10 rupees, then $10 or 10 cents or something like that. Then for the 10 quantity, it has to be $100. Okay, so this thing has to be added. For now, for this thing for checking purposes, I am just doing the same thing. Okay, so add to cart is completed, set price is completed, quantity is also completed, everything is completed. Now this thing add to completed. So add cart repo, find by get by user ID. So yes, user ID. So what are the available user ID? It will return here. So this method will be called here also. Why the error is coming to repo? Okay. Okay. So service IMPL, card service IMPL. Yes, everything is working fine. So here I am having remove card by ID. So here also in the end it has to send the same method. User ID, yes, correct. So before that I need to call the add to cart repo with delete cart ID and user ID. Okay, user ID, cart ID and so this basic methods has been completed. Service class is completed. Now we need to do the controller this thing. So where is that add to cart controller? So add to cart controller. I will separate this thing. Service IMPL. Add to cart complete. I will just remove the method. I think maybe instead of method I will cover add to cart add product. Okay, so here I need only this cart service. So here it has to be auto wire. Cart service, cart service, add cart with the product. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I will have a request body as an hash map. Add cart, because I'm just importing add carts dot get. It has to be all the basic fields. Validations. Okay, so first thing, add product, and also then remove cart with product ID, remove product, remove product from cart. Okay, we can have something like that. Add product to cart from cart created. And what is another method? I think get cart. Get carts by user ID. Same. So it has to remove. It has to be. Yes, okay, so the basic things has been completed. So in the next video we will see how can we call this request to the services class and how can we use this card services and everything. So if you have any doubts regarding this, please post it in comment below, and if you have anything, if you feel useful for you, please share, comment, subscribe to your friends. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.